Good, how are you?
Good.
How's this process been so far with the combine?
It's been blessed. Not too many people get to go here. You only have 300 people out of how many people playing college football. And just the opportunity you get meeting with all these coaches, getting meeting with medical staff, scouts, there's nothing like it.
What have you been trying to improve the most since the season ended?
Just definitely my technique when it comes to run stop, pass rush, but also just me being better athlete in general when it comes to my speed, quickness, and being able to finish plays.
What have you changed technique-wise?
Power, for sure. Power. Being able to honestly just grasp everything in when it comes to, different calls, different schedules. It's everything's I say an up and up when it comes to the NFL and the next process.
Opposite of that, what do you think your biggest strength coming into this week is? Something you'd like to prove a little bit, maybe.
Say it again.
Opposite of that, what's kind of the one thing you're looking to prove that you're already really good at so far?
Definitely. Run stop's been my day one since freshman year, but you can always improve in pass rush for sure.
What do you think makes you such a good run stopper?
Just the ability for me to move from outside to inside, understanding all five areas of the D-line.
Going back to Alabama, who are some young guys who maybe didn't get on the field a lot last season who you think are going to have a big year next year?
I got Edric Hill, Devontae Henry, guys like that. They just have that motor. They have that 1-2 factor, and I really can't wait to go out there and see them play.
During your time at Alabama, what was it like going against Caden Proctor, every day in practice?
And it was a blessing. You don't get to go against guys like that too many times, but just being able to go against him every single day of the week, it definitely upped my game a lot, and I appreciate him for that for sure.
Just in general, looking back on your couple seasons at Alabama, how grateful are you for what you got to experience there, coaching staff, and where you are now as a player?
Yeah, I'm extremely grateful. Once I hit the transfer portal, all I was looking for was an opportunity to play, get on the field. It took me half a year to start, but there's nowhere to complain. Alabama has really opened my eyes to the standard of football, college football, and just being able to play there, it's nonstop competition. And that's all. If you're looking for competition, you're looking to get better.
How much do you think Coach DeBoer had to do with that?
Coach DeBoer had to do everything with that. Starters, he kept my Coach Roach there. Coach Roach has honestly helped me develop, not just as a player, but as a man as well. And the board has been by his side every step of the way, him and the whole coaching staff, and I respect him a lot for that.
When coaches or teams are talking to you, do they ask you about transferring and the portal and all that stuff? It seems to be a topic about evaluating players and then transferring, moving around, and things like that.
Yeah, they do. But my ultimate decision was based on the coaching adjustments that were made after Jimbo and the staff left. And my coach had passed away, the late Terry Price. But I just know I have the best relationship in Alabama, and I lived there for 10 years as well in my childhood, so a lot of family friends down there knew it was home.
In a way, do you think going through the transfer process and finding a new school prepped you for the NFL at all? You have to adapt to a new system, new coaches, different teammates, new locker room, all that sort of stuff. Do you think that prepped you in a sense for this?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I had to do all that freshman year when I was 17-year-old, and that was probably the hardest process of my life, but honestly, it's pretty the same everywhere. As long as you get a good get a good schedule down, scheme, and what you want to accomplish there, what's your plans moving forward, and it's all up from there.
You've got Tim Keenan here with you. What's an NFL team going to get with him?
Man, they're gonna get a leader. They're gonna get a power rusher. They're gonna honestly get anything you can think of. He's honest, humble, anything you ask him to do, he's going to be in his gap. He's going to make sure he's doing his job. And that's one thing I love rushing beside him. Me and him are always on the same page.
I know it's a totally different position, offense and everything, but it's quarterback, so Ty is a big topic conversation. What was Ty like in the room, and if you guys, as the teammate and everything?
Man, Ty was basically one of my brothers. Just being around him, he's always going to have some energy. He's always going to tell you to keep your head up regardless of the situation. But what I love most about him is his push and his effort and his focus to the game. He was battling injuries the whole year, and nobody even noticed. Through his leadership, through his hard work and honestly, just his push, his drive. Like you don't see that out of many quarterbacks.
Did you meet with the Lions during this process?
No, not yet.
Steelers.
Your high school days. How did Milton prepare you for where you are?
Man, Coach Clack, Coach Reeves, all of them, like they were always like a monument to where I started my football, seriously football, because I was ranked #1 in the 2023 class before I left to the 22 class, and just their help alone, like when it came to different teams, colleges coming to see me, to media wanting to talk to me, like, and even stuff at home, they were always there, support, and without their support, I probably wouldn't be here today.
There's a conversation every year back there in the back of which state has the best high school football.
Mm-hmm.
It's always argued between California, Texas, Florida, and Georgia.
Georgia for sure. I've seen anywhere in the South, football is there. Yes, sir.
When you come out of high school as the top-ranked prospect in the country, I mean, what sort of, I know it's looked back a little bit, what sort of pressure does that carry with you, especially again when you're 17, 8 years old? How does that kind of weigh on you a little bit?
I mean, it brings a lot of pressure, but that's pressure that, like I said, Coach Clack, Coach Reeves, and even my family, they helped me all just take it in. Like, as a young kid coming in college at 17, I didn't know anything, from school to, just being on the field, being on time. It's all a process when it comes to it, but it was a step-by-step verification.
You in contact with the Steelers at all? These Steelers at all?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah.
Met formally or informally?
Informal.
Along those same lines, I've been asking different prospects this, but when you get to like the cusp of your dream, like how do you handle just, I don't know, like being right there, but you're not quite there just yet?
So what I do is I always set goals in motion for myself. If that goal is met, you just keep setting them. Never limit yourself to anything. And especially when it comes to dreams, like I've been dreaming since I was a little baby. A lot of my dreams have already been accomplished, but all I can do is keep moving forward for the better of my future.
Then how do you deal with, because you're in a space now, like growing up, like you all are, people bet on you, people say things when you're online. So how do you deal with that, like sort of like, there's good pressure and there's the pressure of like everyone judging every single play, replaying it. So how do you handle that?
That I lead to God. Without the man upstairs, like I wouldn't be anywhere I'm at today. And I just ask him for guidance every day. Like, regardless of the situation, if everything's going really good or really bad, like you're gonna have to get guided by something.
LT, you played a lot of different roles in Alabama's defensive line. What does that versatility say about your game and being able to play multiple roles? Whether it's one tech, three tech, playing hand on the ground defensive end.
Honestly, it says a lot. Like just being able to move me around on any part of the D line shows teams that I'm fit to plug anywhere. Regardless of the situation, guy goes down, the vet, I'm there. Just things like that.
How have you seen your game develop over the course of being in Alabama and with trying to be able to play those multiple roles? How were you able to do so?
And it's developed a lot. Most definitely, just being able to understand what the guys are doing inside, like the guards, especially guard center call-outs. Like I never really understood slot protection until last year, and being from inside to outside, got to understand that your tackles are going to have quicker feet. Guards going to have slower feet, but they're more powerful. Just little things like that helps you with your technique and realize what move you need to do to rush against them.
Obviously, things change too. Obviously, like you just alluded to, like pass rush in the inside happens a lot quicker than maybe as an outside pass rusher. How are you able to kind of adjust, kind of the down basis if you're, line up in one spot on one play and then another one in the next one?
That's what I leave on the film. Being able to study those guys, seeing what their best set is, their stance as well. And you could tell a lot on an offensive lineman first few drives on how they're going to play for the rest of the game, and start varying little stuff like that out, start really depicting on what they do.
And for you, you find yourself modeling your game after a particular player or maybe someone that you kind of recognize maybe the same type of body or anything like that?
Definitely the Watt brothers, from J.J. Watt to T.J. I feel like T.J.'s quick, got power. J.J.'s power, like y'all know him as power, but he's got speed too. That's why I love modeling my game after, just being able to be adverse in any situation.
Have you had a chance to meet with the Eagles this week?
Say again?
Have you had a chance to meet with the Eagles this week?
Oh, no, not yet.
What stands out to you about Quay Rusaw and James Smith, a couple guys who are going to Ohio State? What do you remember about working with them and what they can bring to the Big Ten?
And those guys love to compete. They're dogs, like from the weight room to the field. They're always getting after each other, and that's not just for the worst of the worst, but that's for them to get better. And you always get a joke, you always get a laugh or a joke around them. But at the end of the day, when it's time to get serious, they get serious.
But when you look back, obviously, like I said, you started as the #1 recruit, and then you transfer, and now you're here. When you look back on that, is that kind of the journey or path that you thought you would follow in your 4 years of college?
Not at all. I thought I was going to end up having a red shirt my freshman year, coming in at 17, such a young age. But ended up starting. And from there, I knew like what type of path I wanted to have at each college, what type of example I wanted to set for my teammates, and what standards I had for myself.
What were some of the challenges and then positives of starting at such a young age?
I say challenges for sure is being able to adjust with time management, not to fall complacent, and really just keep holding everything in. Like I'm 17 going against these 23 and 24-year-olds. I had to go against that all senior O-line at Arkansas my freshman year, and they really humbled me. Like I've got put on my butt plenty of times, but it's not how bad you got put on your butt, it's how much or good you can get up from it. And that's a lot of lessons, life lessons I took on coming in at such an early age.
Is there a moment you remember about, like, hear the question on different podcasts, like, is there the first person to bust your ass or whatever? Or, like, you had a moment like that where, dang, I got to go get better?
I got to get better. Like, I'm not the one to sit and mope around about one little thing, but honestly, I love when I get my ass busted, hearing every now and then, because it shows me there's some room to improve.
What is an NFL team getting in you work ethic-wise?
And they get a lot of work. They're getting a dude that wants to play all positions, be accountable, and hold me to the best standard they can be.
All right, thanks, LT.
Appreciate you.